Guys, we are here at Peak Collision with my good friend Angel, who owns this body shop. Zia is here because we are going to be welding on some new quarter panels. I have some Bondo work to do on the trunk, and my Pandem kit comes next week, and I'm going to have them fit everything for me, because the thing about Pandem is it fits very, very well if you know what you're doing and if you can get it to fit right. So that's the most important thing. But this is Angel. Angel owns this company with a good friend of his. Just want to talk to him a little bit about the company itself, because this is my first time at his body shop, and we've been friends for like 8 months or something, and I've never been to your work, but my car has been here for quite a while. So
it's actually been just over a year. This was initially a business that went up for sale. It's a heavy-duty semi-truck shop, as well as incorporate a body shop into it, since our main concern was for building our own body shop to maintain our own fleet. We do maintain a lot of the Amazon vehicles as well.
That's pretty cool.
And finding the space that could accommodate
oh my God, yeah, that size. First off, the semis and the Amazon truck, like compared to my car, they're huge.
Our booth needs to be set up. We're still waiting on that vendor, but we've got the prep area and the temporary booth set up to handle our paint that we've been doing in the meantime.
Yeah, because that's the one thing about this car is I wanted to wrap it, but I really do kind of want to paint it too.
When we do the body work on it, we'll have everything prepped. So you'll either have it primered and ready for a wrap, or we can continue once it's sealed completely. We can go ahead and actually, when you pick a color, we can paint it.
I don't want to do Ruby Star. That's kind of the color I really want to do. The pink, the Porsche Ruby Star.
It could be paint, it could be wrap.
I know, but the wrap, like, I feel like you just lose street credit when you wrap a car. And especially because this one is going to be my show car. Like the RX-7, I don't really care that it's wrapped, because it's like whatever. Like I'm probably going to have to redo the wrap after the drift season anyways. Like this car is like my baby. Like I would do anything for this car, and I would pay any price to get it exactly how I want it.
I would say, being that you're doing a one-off kit, and this is going to be the first one, I personally would suggest that you do go ahead and go all out and do the paint.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, we'll cut up the quarter panels, get the new ones welded on, do the body work correctly, and then you could determine or decide whether you want to go ahead and rivet that body kit on there, or
I think we want to panel bond it. I think we want to panel bond it. Well, speaking of the quarter panels, let's talk about the reason why the car is here and what Angel's going to be doing. The biggest concern with the car is the quarter panels. These were previously cut by somebody that owned this car before. I think the Z has like 6 owners, so it was definitely not me and not the guy before me and not the guy before him. So that just goes to show you how many people have owned this car. But he had the 50mm over fenders, and they were full replacement over the full quarter panel, so it wasn't like a fender flare or anything. So he cut the quarters this high to accommodate these 19-inch wheels, which are freaking massive. These are the 19 by 12.75s, which are my front specs now. The biggest concern was the new Pandem kit is like a fender flare, so it's not going to replace the whole quarter panel, and you will probably see this huge gap, and honestly it just wasn't sealed correctly. They also drilled holes for the rubber rivets in there. It's one of those things that you can't really just replace on your own. You really need to go to a professional. Yeah, I picked up these quarter panels. This was from a good friend of mine, and then I ordered this through Sac City Auto Parts. They sent me this from Cali, and it's silver too, so it kind of just matches the car, even though the car is like 50 different colors anyways. It doesn't even really matter. But
initially I was concerned with these, but I've looked them over, and they cut them at the weld lines on it.
Yeah, like the spot welds and stuff, you know?
Can still undo the welds on the pieces that they left behind and do a proper weld it at the proper joints. On the Z's, there is essentially no cutting just a piece of the quarter panel. So we'll be redoing the entire quarter panel down from the rocker, undoing the welds there, taking out the quarter glass to get the proper weld lines to the frame itself, all the way back to the rear body panel back here, as well as the lower quarter panel, which is not included in these. But luckily the weld line is right about here, and this recycled unit still has them. Yeah. So we'll be fine to just pull these off and then put.
So you guys would basically cut it like here?
So the welds would be undone right around here. This panel would be lifted off. This is the lower quarter panel that will remain there. If you like tap it, that's a significantly stronger structured piece as opposed to the upper quarter panel. This is part, in a sense, of the inner wheel well. We're only going to be taking the upper layer off and then welding this one on top of that, following the weld lines along the body line here and then down to the quarter panel.
So like realistically, how long would a job like that take if it was like not me, like a normal customer?
I would say realistically, my guy would probably have the quarter panels off and welded like within a day.
No way.
And then, I mean, that's just the beginning part of the process.
Right.
Of course, there's everything else that happens after the quarter panels are welded on there. We still gotta seal it, and then in your case, we're gonna be chopping them back up.
I know, and that's the thing is like, I can't really do anything until the kit comes because there's nothing to reference from. So there's not like a form or anything where I can like look up the specs of the kit and see like where other people cut it up. Like I'm gonna be setting the stage here. I'm gonna be the one starting the form on how to fit this Pandem kit. Super exciting, but it's also very like nerve-wracking in that way because it's like if we do all of this work and then we cut the quarter panels like in a way that's, you know, too much, we're kind of screwed.
Ideally, the plan would be once you actually have the kit, then we'll mock it up.
Right.
And then we'll decide based on your wheels as well where we actually cut. Here, you can tell he only cut on the top part of the quarter panel.
Yeah.
Depending on how low you're going to have the car and where the body line of the kit aligns, we might go a little bit wider here and much lower down here. It all depends on where the kit mocks up on the vehicle.
Right. There's a lot of moving parts that goes into this. Then the trunk. That was my only other concern, which is something I feel like I can fix. So I molded this trunk, right? Like it came as a separate piece. It's like bolt-on duckbill that you mold. And I had bought it. It was like almost halfway done, but I had just finished it. Once I took the wrap off and it being outside in the cold, you can see it cracked in several different places. Down here, some of the spot putty and like the Bondo was cracking and peeling off.
Question.
Yes. Am I in trouble?
This is not part of the lift gate. It's not one assembly. You actually welded this and then molded it on top. The lift gate on it and then a duckbill that got bolted.
Yes,
on.
correct.
Okay, and
yes,
then
correct.
Molded over.
Correct,
All right,
correct,
so what
yes.
we can do in this scenario, you've got a lot of cracks. Those are stress cracks.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it is fiberglass, so this is probably not the proper compound for the fiberglass that's on here. And as the fiberglass flexes, that's caused the stress cracks. So what we can do is and you can participate in this part, where we'll sand it all off, and then we'll get you the proper material that should go on there.
And this is about 2-ish years old, like of this trunk being wrapped in fake carbon fiber wrap, mind you. So when it was coming off in chunks in hard pieces because it's not really meant to be outside. So this carbon fiber wrap was just cooking in the sun. And then once I took it off, it just ripped off some of the Bondo too. So the bodywork stuff to the professionals, please don't do it yourself unless you're very confident. I have not seen this car clean in so long. Mind you, all we did was spray it down and it already looks so much better than before. It was so dusty and salty from driving it just that one day. It's been in the garage ever since then, but it looks so good. Okay, it's about 2 weeks later and we're back here at the shop with Angel. The kit arrived earlier this week and we're gonna unbox it. I'm super excited. How do we get up there? How do I get the kit? Where is it? All these boxes.
There's a big old box somewhere up here. Come along.
Lots of parts and stuff? Is this like the parts room, the parts shelf?
Yeah.
Ooh. This is the box?
This is the box.
Oh, it's way bigger than what the Snapchat looked like.
What? It's small to me.
Well, in the Snapchat, it looked like you kind of cut off the top and the bottom, but...
Well...
Oh, it's kind of heavy. Do you think it would work if we just pushed it down the stairs, like Home Alone style?
I don't know how it's packed, but don't worry, I brought it.
No. Like, you know, we just take the box and we just shove it down like Home Alone style. Like, just let it...
You want to write it down?
Multitasking. Because Adrian is 6'5".
6'5" by the way.
Wow, finally someone that's taller than you. Unboxing the kit finally straight from Japan. I think I ordered it right after SEMA. SEMA was in November, early November. It was like right after my birthday. Oh, I thought it was gonna be white.
What is that one girl? The girl.
This you?
This is nice. This
there is a front lift.
Are they all labeled?
I don't know, because this looks like it's maybe in Japanese or something. I can't read that. It definitely feels like a front lift though.
That definitely looks like a front lift. You got a V33 V1. Is that a 2?
This says V33 2. How the hell did they
You can definitely see the quality in the carbon fiber, not the carbon fiber, the fiberglass itself back here.
Oh yeah, see
All
that's the rear,
weaves.
because that's where the gas cap is.
Okay. What's this? It's got a whole bumper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like fucking home soul, bro.
This you?
Thank you.
Jordan.
The Pandem kits for the 350s don't come with a rear bumper though. That's the one thing. They don't come with a
Usually
rear
you
bumper.
just end up adding a
yeah, like a
splitter
rear
back there or
valence or something.
Okay, boy.
Did I get stickers? Whoa, look at this. I don't know what this is. Spent $5,000 for some stickers. This really doesn't look like anything related to Pandem though, because the logo is like, you know, the bunny. It still looks cool, I guess. Lots of stickers. Lots of stickers. I think maybe that's what they were going for. Oh, really?
So,
Ooh, a splitter. I
besides
didn't know it
this,
came with
yeah.
a splitter too.
Very nice. Are you gonna want that painted?
Plugs himself up right now. These are...
Is it gonna be the seals?
I think these might be like the lights or something here. Okay. So these are the turn signal lights because on the bumper there's specific turn signals. Obviously these aren't OEM. So I was wondering if the kit was going to come with these or if I had to buy these separately. However, they make these in clears. They're another $500, but I wasn't sure if these were even going to include these. So I'm actually really happy that they came with them. But I would definitely get them clear.
Oh, it's happening?
I could have sworn that they came white. Pandem.
Oh, very nice.
Bumper's so tiny though.
It is.
But you know what? When I had my KBD bumper, it was so heavy and it just felt like it was always flopping around.
You don't need that mount bracket on it.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
I don't think that front beam is supposed to be there on it. Crash bar is gonna have to go.
Can you like try to hold it like upright just so I
Yeah.
can like see what it looks like?
So definitely what's holding it
Oh,
back.
that's the crash bar. Can I just take it off now? Just so I can get a better idea of how it looks because I want to see what it looks like before I leave. It also looks, you know what? It also looks really small because it doesn't have the lip on it. I just realized that. We should probably put the lip on to see. Oh yeah. Is it bolted up like that? Okay.
How well does it line up?
It's Pandem, it better line up. Here. This is at the edge here.
You want a zip tie real quick?
Yeah. You know what's funny is I already have a Rocket Bunny key tag because my good friend Lauren went to Japan and she sent this back for me. I had no idea what was coming, but I already had it. I forgot how atrociously ugly the engine bay on this one is.
What year is this?
This is an 05. My first one was an 06, so it's basically the same rev up. But I forgot that when you do a plenum spacer on these, you can't run a strut bar. So I ended up having to take the strut bar off because it ends up rubbing into the plenum unless you remove the plenum spacer. And once you've already tuned the car with the plenum spacer, it's really annoying because it just messes up the tune.
Purpose of said plenum spacer?
You just get more airflow. But it's like one of those things with the VQs where they're really picky about the tune and stuff. So like I said, if you change like an intake or you go to a different something, it's just gonna mess up the tune.
Yeah, so we definitely need to properly align.
But you know what? Honestly, for like pulling it out of the box, like look at this alignment. Look at this fitment.
Like what you see in aftermarket kits. We get aftermarket, let's say CAPA certified bumpers that are supposed to be the equivalent to like a factory one.
Yeah.
And the body lines are nowhere close to
nowhere near this. That's the one thing I always was told about Pandem is you take it out of the box and that fit.
This is hood alignment with the hinges, but even then, with the misalignment of the hood, where it's higher on this side than on that side, the body line of the hood where
matches.
typically I believe on these Z's they put like an eyebrow here.
Yeah,
That body
sometimes.
line still follows the body line of the bumper.
I just want to see, okay, so this is how low it would be to the ground. And this is without the lip. I just realized that we also have the lip. I kind of want to put it on the splitter, my bad, the splitter. I kind of want to put it on and see how low it actually would be too. Does it have holes drilled?
It does not.
It does not.
Doesn't have holes yet. The splitter does, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so
what is this? Like,
more than likely, either this is a clear or a dark splitter. This, it looks like it is going to be a black splitter. At the moment, this is a protective film on it.
oh, I see.
So it is black. If you take a look at that right there, it is going to be a black splitter at the bottom. Will look sick.
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 Because I'm assuming it depends
Dude! Sorry.
how you want it to stick out.
Yo!
You would drill the holes depending on how you want it to fit.
Dude. That's so sick.
I can back up the Amazon.
Yeah, I guess we should see. You know, what if we don't even have to replace the quarter panels? I think we do though. Oh yeah, we definitely do. Yeah, look how big of a gap that is. Yep.
Okay, so the beautiful thing about this is if you did want to just bolt it as opposed to like bonding it.
Oh, I see.
You would bolt into this. Now, if you look at how thin it is though, I don't think that it would withstand the vibrations.
No, of a
having
stance
it
car.
bolted in, I guess.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to see. Dude, like, look how far it comes on, like, the front. This is why they don't sell it with side skirts, too, because you have to run the OEM side skirts, which...
Now.
He said now.
Brain blast. Give me a second and I'll show you a second.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I forgot. Now we have the quarter panel, so we can do this here. Oh, it almost looks like it just blends in. Just hold it like that and it looks perfect. Wow, and look, it even comes down. See, this is why they don't sell it with the rear bumper too, because it just fills in that space. Well, do you think we'll have to cut? I think it should have clearance there. These aren't even the wheels for the rear, so the rear wheels are actually bigger than this. So where do you think we'll have to cut this one? Again, recut it.
I would say it's made to be cut right along this. If you look at the body line, right, of where this goes, I would say come look at it through the inside. If we want to line up the fuel door perfectly, I guess we would cut right below this line. We'll trace that out. Because this will be what will remain glued on the quarter panel here.
Right. Yeah, definitely way too high up. You would 100% see this huge gap in this horrible sealant job. You got an exhaust on that thing? Dude, what are these tires? Holy. What are these tires?
Army surplus.
We're about to get some good like aerial shots for the thumbnail and also just a picture on Instagram of like the whole car and the whole kit. This is a setup. I just moved it straight like this and I have the kit laid out. I think it's gonna look sick. Oh, it's far. I think that's close enough. Yeah, but maybe like a slight bit more zoomed in. Or well, I could do that later, but... So this is the full kit. It's the front and rear fenders and the front bumper, which I didn't realize that it has the front lip and then it also has the splitter. I didn't know that it was going to be two separate pieces like that, but I'm not even mad because it looked really empty without it, but I think overall it looks so good. And I'm so excited to get started on this. You think maybe this week we could do the quarter panels? Maybe next upcoming week we can do the quarter panels. And then I'll get some fenders because I definitely need some fenders for the car. Super cheap for 350Zs, can get them just about anywhere. Just been working on the RX-7, so excited to get started on this. Thank you to Angel for helping with the unboxing and doing all the work. Obviously, it's a lot to put on him and have the car here at the shop. I'm thankful that it gets to be inside. But yeah, super excited to get started on this. So I will see you guys next one. See ya.